Remco, simply what happened when the rest of the peloton came down? What happened to you, and do you have any injuries?
My right side is pretty damaged, but yeah, no fractures. Otherwise, I would not have been here anymore. And yeah, what happened? I think guys in 5th, 6th position start to touch the wheels or just slid away. So yeah, and after that it was like a bowling. Yeah, I don't know what happened exactly behind me, but I was really close to save it. But then from the left side there was a bike that came under my back wheel, and as I was braking, I just went, yeah, like a front flip and landed on my head and my shoulders. So yeah, it was a pretty big bang, but in the end, nothing too special from my side. So yeah, it was a bit of a bowling game.
We saw you sort of sitting on the grass at one point, just kind of looking dazed. What's going through your head at that point? Is there some relief, in spite of the fact that obviously riders did crash and had to leave the race?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the positive thing about my crash today, is that I didn't have to leave, or that I don't have to leave the race. But actually, I had quite a big touch on my knee. I think another bike just came straight on my knee, and yeah, it was quite painful. So I thought that it was worse than it is actually now. So, but yeah, it was a bad situation for the whole bunch. So just all my best wishes and speedy recovery to the guys that had to stop, or they are on their way to the hospital, unfortunately. So yeah, it's again quite a dark day for cycling, unfortunately.
This is a bad crash, and of course everything seems amplified with the Tour de France a couple of months away. Do you find it's just more intensity around everything, including within the peloton and the nervousness?
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit special because the final was tricky, but in the end it was going to be a proper sprint stage. So we were just sitting in front, not really fighting to be in the first positions. And yeah, if you don't want to give space to another one, or you just slide away, it's just bike racing. But yeah, it was a bit unfortunate because the descent was not even tricky. So it's for sure there are nerves in the bunch. There is stress. You want to be in the front because it's rainy, slippery. But yeah, could this have been avoided? I don't know. Probably not. Maybe yes. But it's yeah, it's a race situation. Like everyone, like every situation can happen. So yeah, it's like I just said, another like bad moment for cycling.
How do you find yourself mentally now after the incident you already went through? I know riders take a lot of bangs throughout their career. Do you find it mentally difficult at times? Are you worried when you're in tight bunches?
Well, for now, for example, it was. Yeah, I mean, I was not angry, but it was just a bit like, wow, again, 4 days or 5 days into my comeback racing again. I was feeling a bit like, not upset, but just a bit annoyed, let's say, especially with what's coming in 3 weeks. I don't want to risk things at all, but yeah, I think it's racing nowadays. You need to, I mean, you don't need to go down, but when you go down, you need to stand up and try to fight back as hard as possible, and I think that's going to be again the case for the next days.
Flemish, please.